What to do, y'all? This is your boy Share Speech. I'm going to talk to you guys about Supergirl Season 4, Episode 9, Elseworlds Part 3, and the finale of it, man. This episode was so damn dope. I like how it all came together. First things first, I really got to talk about just how Boss, Oliver just came up. He pulled up on the monitor and called him a bitch. First of all, he literally haggled with the monitor just so that they can have their destinies put out, at least in terms of Kara and Barry. Because you saw at the little toast offering that Barry and Oliver have every year. It seems like instead of hugging, Oliver's like, "Look, man, this is a toast," you know. So that's just appreciating what we have until we don't have it anymore. Even Oliver said, "Look, I just hope one day I can be just like you," because it's because of you that I've become better. Which I believe that Barry honestly agreed to. And then throughout this episode, we just saw Hagen, John Hagen, the evil doctor from Arkham Asylum, constantly just toy with reality time and time again because you saw Supergirl in the damn pipeline that the Flash uses. And she had to literally convince the evil Alex of how good of a person she knows that she actually is. Because even Carl said, "Look, I know I may not be from this earth, but the Alex I know, is a leader, and runs this incredible job. She's a leader. People respect her, and she has one of the biggest hearts I've ever known, even though she tries to hide it sometimes. And that eventually broke through. So when she got out, Hagen, Diggle, and Killer Frost were right there. Even Killer Frost told Alex, you really gotta get out more and start today, because she constantly, every time Killer Frost would send her home, Alex home, she would just, refuse. Because she's just so dedicated to her job. But to see, pretty much Barry and Oliver, find Cisco Ramon because, by the help of Gary because they went to a bar. Cisco Ramon is this high time bank robber because he has breaching powers. They actually got Barry and Oliver actually got their asses kicked by James and a couple other guys. Until Barry says, "Look," as they're being carried away because they're getting ready to take him out on the alley. Because Cisco's like, "Look, man, look, Mike, the last time you beat somebody up here, Gary is still cleaning it up, man. So take it out in the alley." So as they're being pushed out into the alley, Barry's like, "Hey," he say, Barry's just like, wait a second, wait a second. I know Dante. I knew your brother. So, and I noticed something too. That always gets Cisco. That always gets like any reality of Cisco to stop doing what he's doing, which is a great thing. But Cisco asks him like, "Okay, how do you know my brother?" And then Barry goes on to explain. So they go up to Cisco's office, and Barry's like, "Look, man, I can teach you how to use your powers for something much greater. I can teach you how to use your powers to breach onto another Earth. So a level of him manipulating and convincing Cisco to go over to the current Earth, so that way they can stop Keegan Hagen, in his tracks because they actually got the book. After Alex let him out, that's when we get the competition between the evil Superman and the real Superman. He shows up just in the nick of time due to, along with Kara, I'm sorry, yeah, along with Cisco and Barry and Oliver, they all show up in the nick of time with Superman. So Superman's like, "Hey, how you doing?" So they start to scuffle, whatever. Barry, you know, he wants to help Oliver take on Diggle and Killer Frost, but he's like, man, Oliver's like, look, man, go get the book. And so I was just like, look, the only place they'll put it is in the Forest of Solitude, and it's like, I just came from the Forest of Solitude. But it actually comes out to be the Time Bolt. And so when Kara opens up the Book of Destiny, the power is so great that she was just pretty much winded, and only Clark has experience with using it, so he's only strong enough to manifest it. So Kara gets the Book of Destiny to Clark. Mind you, this is like right in the middle of, I guess, in Metropolis, I guess. And so they duke it out, and Clark opens up the book, and starts to change things back to normal. Because remember, the Book of Destiny works on the caster's strong will. So with that being said, Superman has a strong will, so he's able to just change things by the way things are. Oliver being the Green Arrow, Barry being the Flash, which Oliver touched on with Barry during their toast. He said, I do miss, being the Flash a little bit because, you can just eat whatever you want, it would all burn away because of your superpowers. But, Oliver missed, having, being able to drink, right, getting drunk. But Oliver said, like, there's something about, burning my shoes off, that he's going to miss because, he understood what it was like to be in Barry's shoes, and I think that's what you can take away from Oliver and Barry's bromance right there, because Oliver always thought that Barry had it easy. You find out he doesn't have it easy. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick. So that was a really cool moment. Another thing is when Oliver stepped up to the monitor, he said, "Look, man, I don't think you were testing us to see, how strong we are. I think you tested us to see what's the best that we can do." And then we seen the back cutscenes pretty much that Hagen is still alive. He's actually being operated on, I guess. And I didn't really know because my damn once again I'm not using this as an excuse, but my stream is always really choppy. And with the weather and how it is now, with the elements all coming in with the snow and wind, it just keeps getting choppy. So I have to wait until like around 12 o'clock to do my Black Lightning mid-season finale review, so then that way I can give you guys a clean review without any interruption. But I like this episode for the most part, man. Seeing Oliver step up to the monitor was dope. Seeing Superman versus Hagen, duke it out, and then Brandy taking on Amazo, with making quick work of that was actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed it, man. This has been your Wednesday Sweets, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any recommendations as to what videos you guys want to do next, please let me know in the comment section below. They're always welcome. They always will be. I love you guys, man. One love.